Hello friends, and welcome back to a new video. Today I am making stitches because there was a lot of likes to make him on my last video. And again, I made a community post asking what I should talk about for this video, and you guys brought up to talk about childhood memories. I feel like this topic is very fitting because stitches gives off that childlike vibe, like he's a plushie slash toy, so I associate it with like the kidcore aesthetic. I love to collect plushies, specifically Japanese plushies, since they tend to be a bit cuter. I've tried to cut down on how much I collect now since I don't really have the space for them anymore, but I still really love them, so it's exciting to finally make Stitches who is like a plushie type character. And some comments mentioned embarrassing memories, which kind of correlates to the story that I'm gonna tell. One memory that sticks out the most was going on camping trips with my family. It would be with my immediate family and then my dad's older sister's family. And I honestly cannot remember, to save my life, how often we went, but it was enough where I looked forward to go camping. I feel like it was every year, but anyways. My uncle owned a motorboat, if that's the correct term, so he would always bring that with him to the camping trips, and we always camped at an area where they did have a lake nearby. The boat rides were my favorite part of the trip. It's like the one thing I was looking forward to. And whenever we would ride on the boat, I just loved watching the water as we went super fast, and for a tiny kid I felt like it was super exciting how fast we were going. Maybe it wasn't even that fast, but it felt pretty fast. But also part of the camping trip, we would take long hikes, which I didn't mind because I had the energy for it at the time. During the camping trips, my brother and cousin always went on bike rides with my uncle. So one year, I finally learned how to ride a bike without training wheels, so I was allowed to go on these bike rides. I can't remember how old I was when this happened, but for sure it was around elementary school, and I was like still young enough where I had not mastered how to ride a bike. I didn't really have full control of myself riding one, so we were just riding along a trail and there were these group of Boy Scouts on the same trail. We were at an intersection of the trail, and my uncle, brother, and cousins were actually skilled enough to pass or like dodge the Boy Scouts that were crossing that intersection. Low-key dislike these Boy Scouts because they wouldn't stop. So I managed to swerve around them, but your girl did not know how to brake. So I kept going the side of the trail, and mind you, this like trail kind of dips towards the side, so there was pretty much a mini ditch, and me not knowing how to brake, I just went down this small ditch, and there happened to be a metal signpost. I pretty much crashed into this pole, and my right cheek slammed right onto it. Luckily, the bike was fine. I don't think I cried right then, maybe because of shock. My uncle checked to see if I was okay, and at the moment, I looked fine. In my head though, I was super embarrassed because I literally just crashed into a pole in front of my family and strangers, aka Boy Scouts. I felt like they were laughing at me, but I don't remember. We ended up riding back to our campsite, and right when I saw my mom, I started crying. It was always like that though. Like, I would just start crying in front of my mom, but I never cried in front of other people. I don't know why. But anyways, as some hours went by, my mom started to notice how bruised my right cheek was. But fast forward to going back to school after that camping trip weekend. I'm doing my work in math class. I remember because I remember the teacher, and the teacher taught math. But anyways, I'm doing work and my teacher called me over to her desk when it was independent study time, something like that. I was scared that I got in trouble, but I couldn't remember, like, did I do something? She just randomly called me over, and then she literally asked, like, what happened to your cheek? Did your mom hit you? And I was shocked that she asked me that, because I would, like, my mom would never. But I mean, at the time I didn't really know how to answer that, but I awkwardly had to tell her that I accidentally hit a pole while riding a bike. I don't think she really believed me. My mom told me after, like, I was a bit older, but apparently that teacher, like, didn't believe me and called my mom about it, and all was fine because it was just an awkward misunderstanding. But my cheek healed and I ended up getting a dimple on my right cheek. So when I smile, there's literally only one dimple. Like, it's not even on the other side. And my family makes jokes that I should hit my other cheek on another pole so I can even out the dimples on my face. And the dimples are cute, so it'd be worth it. But anyways, sort of an embarrassing story, because it's like, oh, how'd you get that dimple? Oh, I crashed into a pole, no biggie. But now I literally don't mind it at all, and I think it's cute to have. But yeah, this is only a very small part of my childhood, but I do miss the camping trips. Like, we would always have s'mores, drink hot cocoa near the campfire. Just, camping vibes that I miss. But anyways, I had another comment that asked my experience with art when I started digital art, sketching, painting, which I feel like kind of correlates to my childhood because I have drawn like practically my whole life. Pretty much the first time I ever saw Sailor Moon is when I was really into drawing. Like, I wanted to draw characters like Sailor Moon, and I would literally ask for paper to draw on for gifts because I didn't really care for much toys, I guess. I think when I was in middle school is when I discovered Mark Crilly. You may know him or not, but he's just a manga artist on YouTube. But I watched his videos one day around middle school and I was like, oh my god, I want to draw like this dude. I like his art style. So I would follow the tutorials he would make, and that's when I was more serious about drawing. And then I would keep drawing, and I entered high school, and I still didn't take formal art classes, but I think around maybe sophomore year of high school is when I wanted to be more serious with art. So I did get formal classes, and I would attend an after-school program that was like an art school that helped you get into art colleges. So that's like kind of my background with art or drawing in general. Digital art, I think around middle school is when I started doing digital art also. I would do like half traditional sketches and then half digital stuff. And this is while I'm still watching Mark Curley. Seriously, I owe my art career to him, because I feel like without him, I wouldn't even have pursued art in general. So I don't know how to like reach out to him and be like, yo, you're the reason why I'm doing art still. But anyways, I'm grateful to him. I'm not much of a painter. It was also around middle school, high school. Like I would dip my toes in sculpting. I bought colored clay, so I didn't have a need to paint the clay sculptures that I made. But eventually, recently, as in this year, is when I actually started painting on sculptures. So that's kind of my experience with art. I used to make tiny clay charms around early high school also, and I would gift my friends the sculptures. I feel like one of my close friends, he still has one of the sculptures I made him, which is Sona from League of Legends. So I guess to sum it up, I started loving to draw when I was young, like really young, but then didn't take it more seriously until middle school, and then I took it really seriously once I hit high school. But yeah, that's just me talking about my childhood. So I got another question, and I'm just gonna answer this question to fill out the empty space at the end. But the question was, what's my least favorite villager? Okay, at first I was okay with Megan, the new character for this game, and she was not my favorite though, and I wanted to kick her out on my first file, and she literally would not leave ever. So I just started to dislike her more because she just wouldn't leave. Most of the villagers I dislike, it's mainly because I've actually had them as a villager. But still, like Megan can maybe win my heart another day. It's just not now. I really appreciate you guys giving me some topic ideas. It really helps make things easier for me to talk about stuff, because I feel like I don't have much to say in general unless someone asks me. So thank you very much for these suggestions. But anyways, let me know in the comments your most fondest or embarrassing childhood memory, or suggest another topic I could talk about in the next video. I really appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for a bonus video that I might upload this week. I bought some amiibo cards, so I'm gonna be unboxing them. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like what you see, then subscribe, hit the bell notification. I try to upload clay videos every other week, and if you like the video, then click like and then comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.